Welcome to my evolution talk about AI being an evolutionary force. We all know that AI just might be the biggest revolution, technological revolution that mankind ever invented. And one aspect that I think has been overlooked so far is AI accelerates evolution and evolution's velocity itself. If you compare the speed with which our mind calculates and the speed at which AI calculates, there's a reason why I put the rocket image up there. If our brains work at the speed of a snail, an AI probably is even faster than a rocket. That's not an exaggeration, it's probably too weak a comparison because AI is so fast. And there is a mismatch here I want to stress. We have to talk about that because we try to create super intelligent AI. Just ask all the investors, all the creators, everybody wants to create the first true super intelligence. But what do we use it for? What do you use ChatGPT for or Claude? You use it quite often for mundane or even frivolous tasks. This is a complete waste of money, resources and energy because AI systems are extremely expensive. We have to build all those data centers. You need enormous amounts of electricity to run, to cool, and the resources and the money behind that, that is a massive mismatch where we truly waste, and let's talk about it, the money. So, there is definitely an AI bubble at the moment, like whenever we have a great new invention, whether it was trains or the internet, we had this bubble. People saw the potential and they overinvested. That is natural, but every bubble bursts and this bubble will burst too, which gives us the chance that after it has finally burst, because AI is here to stay, it is far too useful. Just like railroads stayed and the internet stayed. So the future is wide open. And what we need is two things. Global regulation to keep our control over the AI systems and a functioning business model. That would be helpful. And I have got an interesting idea because these are evolutionary talks and evolution favors specialization. Not one big super intelligent AI that will rule the world in the future and that will be bored to death, if it could be bored, by having to waste its time on petty human desires. Maybe gets so bored that it just kills us off. That's a possibility, gets rid of us. But I personally think that's not the future because evolution, as I said, prefers specialization, which means we will have lots and lots of smaller AI systems who are specialized to fulfill certain tasks. I don't need a super intelligent system to book a flight for me or to do some basic research for a school project. It would be a true waste of time and energy and money to let a super intelligent AI do that. So the future is a multitude of specialized AI systems on the one hand and a few truly super intelligent systems, but also a few, not just one. Just like at the moment, we have a competition between different systems. So we will have in the future and probably far more of them because evolution branches out. That's what evolution does. So, the golden rule for AI that we should always remember is no system, however capable, is able to foretell the future. And no system, however capable, is always right. So, consider AI as a tool, as a piece of infrastructure for mankind. It can help us find better solutions for complex problems. But, and that's the golden rule, final decisions must be made by humans. And they must be made, especially if they're complex questions, complex problems that we try to solve, by using the input of more than one super intelligent AI system, at least to better 3. Simple evolutionary take. One system can easily be wrong. 2, 3, we have a much higher level of certainty that the advice that we get from the AI is correct. And if we include our knowledge, and humans decide in the end, then we have a much higher chance of hitting the right decision. And this is a basic evolutionary concept, by the way, because the redundancy of having more than one super intelligent AI system is a survival mechanism that in evolution has proved reliable. Okay, so which brings me right back to the limits of AI. No system, whether biological or synthetic, is omniscient. We do actually not need AI to solve complex problems like the climate crisis. We already know the answers. We know what the problem is and we know the answers. I've actually written a book about it. It's called The Decisive Century in Mankind's History. And we don't need AI to explain the problem to us and to find the solutions. They're already out there. We have hundreds of thousands of scientists and thinkers who have already come up with the details. What AI can help us with is to map a route to overcome the worst of this crisis. But the problem with the climate crisis, for example, it's not driven by a lack of knowledge. It's actually systemic inertia and human procrastination. We simply don't want to change our way of living. And my final take on AI for the moment in this talk is AI has already become a part of the we in we evolution. The we stands for mankind originally, and now it includes AI because it's intelligent systems who drive evolution forward. And we, as humans and AI together, will create the future together through cooperation. The alternative is we fight it out, and war is always destructive. So cooperation between humans and AI can lead to a much better world. Thank you for listening.